All right, so now let's go ahead and start creating a newly fresh Laravel project. So all I'm gonna do is just go to my C partition right here. I'm gonna go, sorry, see, my C partition right here. I'm gonna go to exam, and I'm gonna go to htdocs. And simply this is where we're gonna, start our own project. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up my terminal. So you can open up your, typical Windows command line, or you can open up your your terminal if you're using Linux. They're basically the same, but I'm gonna use get right here. So all I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna go now to Google to pick up the command that will allow me to create that, a new project. So I'm just gonna go create new Laravel project like that. I'm gonna click this link. All right, so I'm just gonna go down at the bottom real quick. So we have two ways to create, a new project with Laravel. So we can just copy this right here, or we can simply install Laravel through Composer, and then we can create a new project right away. But I choose to create a new project. I don't want to install Laravel. So let me copy this. Let me go right there and paste. So let me remove this part. So we're gonna go Composer, create dash project Laravel / Laravel, and then the name of our own project, which is this weird name right here for this project. So it's walks, travel, something like that. So let me just pick it up. You can name it whatever that you want, but I would suggest something relevant. So if we just press enter. So let me just stop the video right here, because it's going to take a couple of minutes, until this is over. So yeah, I will get back to you after this is over. All right, so let's actually check out our, our command line. So there it is, actually creating the project now is finished. So if we look right here, you will see there it is, our project right here. So let me open this up with Visual Studio Code. You can open this up, with any kind of text editor that you like. So yeah, actually I want to go ahead and I want to run the project. So to run the project, we will simply just go PHP artisan serve like that, and if we press enter, actually we will get an error, of course, because we did not even go to this project. So we can actually open it up. As you can see, we're still in the htdocs directory right here. So we need to get into this project in order to open it up. I'm just gonna go cd, and I'm gonna go walks. Let me go to the name of this project. Yeah, so there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna enter the name of this project after this cd. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the project. So as you can see, now I'm in the directory of my project right here. So now I can just go PHP artisan serve, and this will allow me to simply run the server so we can see what we have in our project. So let me copy this. As you can see, server running on blah blah blah. So after we copy this, let's go ahead and paste it. Let's see how our freshly created project looks like. So there it is. It's actually the project, in Visual Studio Code. Of course, there's going to be a lot of folders and files, and we're not going to get inside any of these folders. We're not going to go over all of them. There's just going to be a lot of folders, and things like that. So we're going to go in actually in a very few files and folders, and I'm going to explain how how they work and all of that, but in the right time. All right, so if you look right here, there it is. There's actually our welcome page for our Laravel project. So yeah, it's working perfectly, as you can see right there. All right, so I want to go right here, and the first thing that I want to start with, which is actually the .env file right here, and this basically takes care of the configurations of the database, and actually a lot more stuff. So there is a part for the database, to set up your database with this project. If you look down right here, you can see that there is the part for the session and all of that, and there is the part for radius, the mailing part right here inside Laravel. You know, there is AWS pusher, as you can see, invite and all of that. So we're not going to get into this, of course. The most important thing right here, it's going to be the database. So as you can see, the DB connection is MySQL. The DB host is this link right here, which is what we are using to simply see what's going on with our project or view our project on the browser. There is the port and there is the DB name. And the DB name, I'm going to keep it the same as the name of the project. And we're going to actually create it right now. So let me copy this. And let me paste it like that. All right, so I'm going to paste it like that. And the DB username is actually root. And the password is actually, you know, for me, the password is nothing. So if you have a password for your PHPMyAdmin, just put it right there. So yeah, the only thing that I changed right here is just the database name. I also want to change the app name to this, you know, the same right here. I'm just going to make this capital like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to save this whole thing. Let me now copy this so I can create my database. I want to go right here. And I want to go local host /PHPMyAdmin like that. All right. So this should actually open up my PHPMyAdmin, so I can actually go ahead and I can create my database, you know, that's hooked to this project right there. All right, so it's just going to take a second. All right, so there we go. All right, so to just create a new database, you just go to databases. All right, so and you simply paste in the name of your database and you click create like that. All right, cannot create database, works travel database exists. So I have this database already right here down at the bottom. So let me actually go to it and let me delete it so I can create it once again. All right, so can make this. So how you delete this, you simply go to operations and you go down at the bottom to you go to drop the database right now. All right, so again, this might not be the same thing for you because you might not have this database, but I have it. So now I deleted it and I want to go ahead and I want to create it once again. So let me go ahead right here and click. All right, so it's right over there now. It's completely empty, as you can see it right here. All right, so if I refresh this now, let's see if anything is going to happen, anything wrong, any errors, you know. All right, so it looks like that nothing is happening, so everything is working perfectly actually. And yeah, I would say that this is all for this video. On the next one, we should actually go ahead and we should create our authentication system.